Hello everyone, this is Debono of the Fortune Teller shop in Sydney, and I'm going to show you the yes/no sun moon cards that I made. Now each card has a sun and a moon on it. So the sun represents yes, affirmative. The moon is no, negative. Okay. The sun is out there and the moon is reflective and sort of introvert, extrovert. Okay. Now each card, there's 10 cards in this deck, and each card is 10%. So if we're asking a yes/no question, it'll give you the percentage of yes and no, and I'll demonstrate that. So, for example, you're shuffling the cards, and I'm trying to do this with one hand. So we shuffle the cards randomly, and we ask a question. So we might ask a question, for example, will I move house this year? Okay, so your client or yourself or your friend or whoever may ask you, will I move house this year? So you'd get them to shuffle, or you'd shuffle and get them to tell you to stop. So I'm ready. So that would be no. That's 10% no. 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 That's 50% no already. Wow. Yes. No. 60% no. Yes. No. 80%. Oh, that would be 70% no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. So 30% yes and 70% no, that I will not be moving house this year. Now that's great because I have no plan to move house this year. I don't want to move house this year. So that's actually very good. So that's the idea that that's how you do it. Okay. Now, people online ask me to do that for them. So let's do another one. Let's do, will I travel overseas, or will I travel abroad this year? Will I travel abroad out of Sydney? Let's say, will I travel out of Sydney this year? Because it could be interstate. Okay. So what I would do is I'd shuffle, pick them up. Again, you would do it differently if you had two hands in action. But there you go. Okay, so yes, somewhere sunny. No. Yes. 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 No. 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 Interesting. And yes. So this is a closer draw. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that say yes, and 4 that say no. And that would be kind of correct for me because I have some plans, but they're not certain. So it's tipping the scale into more of a yes, but I could easily change it into a no in this particular case. If it's 50-50, obviously it means the decision is not a yes or a no. It's still hasn't been made yet. Okay, so that gives you a rundown of how to use the yes, no, sun, moon cards by Debono. Bye.